Now to the top story tonight, reaction. Joining us from West Palm Beach, Florida, Laura Ingraham. All right. Now you do a radio talk show that's kind of conservative, and Monica Crowley does the same. She'll be coming up behind you. What do you think about all this?
Well, number one, I would say, Bill, there is a feud. I mean, I think about you and Limbaugh. I mean, both of you are friends of mine, so I'm in this position where I think when you said they have to do more than Bible thump, I don't think you really needed to say that, right?
Well,
I think you could say.
Wait, number one. Wait. No. We're going to get very specific, as I told you.
Yeah,
before
I am going to get specific. If you let me talk, I will get specific.
Well,
Can I finish my sentence?
No, because you made two statements that are fallacious, and I'm going to correct them. There's no feud between me and Limbaugh. I don't talk to Limbaugh. I've never said anything about Limbaugh on this program.
I'm talking about the feud about the issue.
There's no feud on my part. I don't don't care what he says. He can say whatever he wants.
Let me finish. Okay,
no,
let me finish.
And thump the Bible.
Like both of you. Let me
thump the Bible. Listen, you're going to look. I'll give you your time. You just keep it.
I adore you. I'm just trying to make a point.
All right, and I'll let you make the point.
I haven't said anything yet.
The thump the Bible deal was purely a policy play. Go.
I don't think you need to use the word thump the Bible. No. I think this debate about marriage, whether you have to do more than thump the Bible. Okay, Bill, I think this debate about marriage is a relatively recent one. Supreme Court justices, both appointed by Republicans and Democrats, made that comment during the Prop 8 hearings last week, right? So I think the people who are for traditional marriage, this is new to them. And I think you're right. They haven't been very good at PR. They haven't been very good sometimes at making their argument. And you're right. I believe that a lot of them do have a very deeply held religious belief about what traditional marriage is. You're a Roman Catholic. I know I am too, right? We believe people should be treated with respect. I certainly believe people should be treated with tolerance. There should be a meaningful debate on this. I also think you are correct, and you have been very consistent over the years in your statement about what judges should and should not do. Judges should not legislate from the bench, and you've been extremely consistent with that. Now, I think the left loves to see conservatives fighting about this or that issue.
But there isn't
totally
any
right.
Fighting.
They're exploiting this.
There isn't
always
any fighting.
That.
All right. Now, you had your say. That was a good 2 minutes. All right. Number one, there's no feud because I don't participate in the feud. All right. I'm not fighting with anybody. All I'm doing is pointing out. I'm pointing out.
Hashing it out.
I'm pointing out the unfair attacks that are coming from both left and the right. Okay? I made a very, very honest point, and you just ceded it was a correct point, that if you're going to stand up for heterosexual marriage and exclude gay marriage, if you're going to do that, you've got to do it outside the Bible. You can't cite the Bible because you'll lose if you do it.
Right, but Bill, just in response to that, when you say you can't cite the Bible, well, again, I think that's disrespectful to people who really try to live their lives according to the Bible. I'm not saying everybody.
In their private life, they can. We're talking a policy deal here. Don't you understand the difference between private beliefs and public policy?
I guess I'm not very well educated. I guess
you don't understand because you've done it twice.
Bill, I'm trying to make a point here.
There was no insult at all to any Christian belief system in that comment.
I don't think that's what you intended to.
I didn't say it. There was no insult. It wasn't a matter of intention. It was seized by people.
Bill, I am trying to make a point to you that if people take that the wrong way, if they jump on that point, all I can say is I say things all the time. I talk for 3 hours a day. I'm sure I could go back and say, I might not have said it that way.
Laura,
people understand what my point is. Do you ever say anything
in you tonight because you are still, after all of this time, not delineating.
Yes.
You are still saying that I insulted Christians who believe in the Bible. I did not.
Bill,
I was talking purely about
policy. Why did you use the word thump?
Because that's the way you get it across. There are Bible thumpers, and all they do is say, I object to gay marriage because God objects to it. You don't win a policy debate in America with that.
I'm not doing that, and most of the people I know who have gay friends, gay family members, as I do, I don't simply do that. And this isn't really my issue.
But you didn't.
But this
you
isn't really
wouldn't-
my issue and not your issue. You said that before. It's not your
criticizing
issue.
me.
You don't focus on it.
You are criticizing me tacitly for using the word "thump the Bible," which was an accurate description
think it helps.
of what people. I'm not in business to help. I'm in business to get things done. If you want to win the debate,
do you think it was helpful to say that?
Helpful? It was accurate and honest. You will lose the debate if that's all you do. You can't win it.
I think that for some people, it's not about winning a debate, right? It's about actually living the life that they want to live for themselves, their communities, their families.
That's fine.
And it's not. I'm not saying you're out there trying to insult people. All I'm trying to say is that some people took offense, obviously, and maybe it's just a good thing to talk about it. Keep talking about it. It's not a bad thing.
Listen, I got Crowley and Combs are going to talk about it. I'm not mad at you. I'm frustrated because. You, of all of the radio, and I'm going to say this to Laura, don't listen.
Okay.
Don't listen. Of all the conservative radio talk show hosts, you have the most common sense of all of them.
Okay,
Yet
now they're all
you
gonna
bought
hate me.
into this garbage, and I'm disappointed.
I didn't buy into it.
Yes, you did.
You asked me to talk about Bible.
You bought
your
into
comment
it, and I'm
about
disappointed.
if you've got to do more than Bible thumping, Bill. And all I'm saying is, give it some time to percolate. People will come up with better arguments.
Look, I don't
You're
have
right,
time
it has to be
percolate.
more broad-based.
I don't have time to do any of that. What I'm doing is viewing honest commentary. The polls have turned around because one side has a stronger civil argument than the other. That's the truth.
I think that's right. You and Rush should do a tour. It should be called Bigger, Better, and you guys should get a tour together and just do it across the country.
I'm not going to mention anything about anything because I'm not feuding.